Hey!
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 Welcome to another Overthunk album review. I'm Ezra,
Keegan.
and today we're going to be talking about the debut album from The Carters.
Yeah. Just
Right?
arrived on the scene.
Yeah, you might know them.
Yeah.
Little known rapper called Yeezy.
Yes.
It's Jay-Z. Everyone knows it's Jay-Z. And Beyonce.
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing that correctly?
This is accurate. That's that.
Yeah, so it's the couple album,
Yeah.
the collab.
Mm.
Very interesting. I'm surprised we hadn't actually got this sooner. Thinking about it now, it's something that you would have thought
Yeah.
would have happened ages ago.
Yeah. The biggest surprise is that we're reviewing this at all.
Why is that? Because we're not fans of
we're
either
not
of them
fans of
separately?
either. Yeah.
I think I'm not a Jay-Z fan.
Uh.
I did love the previous album.
True.
I thought 444 was great.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Lemonade. Thoughts? Quick thoughts?
That look on your face. I just know you've got loads of negative thoughts about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I enjoyed it when it came out, and then I appreciated
Mhm.
the whole ethos of it and all that, but I just didn't age well
Yeah.
at all. At all. Like
Mm.
I literally haven't revisited a single song since the first week I listened to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think kind of the same, although probably like one level lower. I appreciated it when it came out. It's good stuff. You can never really hear. Beyonce is the consummate professional. I've never heard her really sing back.
Oh no.
I don't think she's
one of
able
the
to.
best in the game.
Yeah, one of the best.
Vocally. One of the best.
So I mean, when Lemonade came out, you've got to like recognize real. 100% amazing voice.
Mm.
Pretty cool concept album. But yeah, it's really not for me.
Mm.
Didn't revisit it much after also the first week, but probably a bit more of a negative sentiment in my mind.
Okay.
Coming off it. 444, the Jay-Z album.
Enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Yeah, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I haven't enjoyed a Jay-Z album in a very long time.
Yeah.
Very, very long time. And I enjoyed that.
Mhm.
I think it was very focused, and which you get from the same producer on each track. And somehow it didn't sound monotonous.
Didn't at all.
And some really honest lyrics. And
Yeah.
delving into things that I wish every rapper could tackle head on.
Right. And didn't damage his image. Like I don't think it
No.
changed people's perception of
Mhm.
of Hove. So
No, not at all. It
Yeah.
enhanced it, if anything.
yeah, really, it did. Brought him into this
Yeah.
age. Like
Yeah.
felt
definitely.
like now he's a
Mm.
2018 rap, not just like a guy who used to rap
Yeah.
trying to stay relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And big improvement on that dreadful album before that.
Magna Carta Holy Grail.
Ugh.
Horrific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So coming into this,
Off the back of those two very critically acclaimed albums.
yeah, we get
Financially successful albums.
Mm.
Besides the whole fudging the numbers on title thing.
Oh,
We won't mention that.
yeah.
Yeah, so we go into this. Interesting for me, interesting timing for them to
Yeah.
be doing a collab after what Lemonade's about, what 444 is about.
But maybe that's exactly what they're
Maybe that's why.
sort of.
I hate to open with a negative, but that is the only thing that I thought was missing on this album, was they didn't really address the elephant in the room that much. They just kind of danced around it like they were in the Louvre. Get it?
Yeah,
Because
because
you get it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dancing. Yeah, I think that was my only thing. I was really excited going into this album thinking like, whoa, Lemonade, 444. I can't even imagine what's going to happen on this album.
Okay.
And it didn't.
Yeah.
But that's not to say it was a bad album.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this album and have continued to enjoy it. Weirdly,
Mm.
it's been on
Mm.
rotation for quite a while.
Yeah.
Because it's not super new.
Really.
Yeah. Yourself?
Yeah, this is an interesting one for me because I literally had no idea. You spoke about how you were looking forward to it. I didn't know anything about it until it was released. Like,
Yeah.
I missed the whole announcement of it ever happening. I don't know. Was there even an announcement, or did they just drop it? I don't know.
I mean, I say I was looking forward to it. I heard about it the day it came out.
Okay, same as
But
me.
as soon as I heard about it, I was
Okay,
looking forward to
okay,
because I was like,
okay.
oh, they did that? This must be great. Yeah.
And yeah, it very much inverts that whole clash thing that you were sort of expecting. But yeah, I don't know if I've had this much fun with the Beyonce or a Jay-Z album before.
It is very fun.
It's a lot of fun. It sounds great all the way through. Nothing really groundbreaking in terms of subject matter, which is your gripe.
Yeah.
Which feeds into the gripe you had at the beginning. But yeah, it's still in my rotation too.
Yeah, I think it definitely slaps.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
it's not Lemonade or 444
Mm.
in its approach,
No.
but at the same
Opposite.
time, I think it was the intention.
Mm.
Very emotional, deep, almost painful albums that came out, and this is just a return to the Jay-Z and Beyonce that you know. It was very much a triumphant return, an announcement that, they are who they are,
Yeah.
despite everything. And yeah, I think it works, man. It's really great. These are going to be bumped in the club for a while. House parties are going to be jamming to
Oh.
Ape Shit and Nice and
All
all
of
of them.
Yeah.
All of them. So yeah, some really great production, just all over this
All over,
project.
all over.
I think
Yes.
there were only like two tracks that I didn't absolutely love the
Okay.
production on. What was that? Friends.
Really?
Yeah, it just sounded like a lot of the stuff that I hear.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Mm.
But it is very typical.
Okay.
And even Beyonce, who is a pop artist, doesn't usually hit you with like super typical production. Like it sounded like it could have been a,
The Beyonce we have now, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so. Oh, and even back in the day, Love on Top was not, your super typical. I mean, yeah, if we
Yeah.
go back to Destiny's Child,
Yeah.
that's just quite.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of
Yeah.
Beyonce's earlier albums at all.
Sure.
So
Mhm.
maybe it's because they were so overplayed in our childhood.
That's true. We couldn't escape them.
Couldn't.
Yeah. And then I think Heard About Us as well. I wasn't really loving.
Okay.
Super melodramatic, like
Okay. Yeah.
just a lot,
Yeah.
and then not really saying much.
True. And
You heard about us, but like on this end of the world crazy beat that you were expecting to get this like
Yeah.
unbelievable just bars on.
it's weird that
They don't really
we
do
just discovered Boy Wonder is on that, which is completely, you'd expect Boy Wonder on a track like Friends, for
Yeah.
example. So that's interesting. But I like that track though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it is a great run to start off. Summer, Apeshit, Boss, Nice. Ooh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning.
Boss is, for me, the standout
Mhm.
of the album. That's just the earworm, like you said.
Yeah.
Ah,
And a lot of these tracks really do stick in your head.
yeah.
It's really it's weird because like rap is popular music now.
Mhm.
It's pop.
Yeah. it is.
That's just what it is. But this isn't the kind of popular rap that we're used to listening to. You know, that kind of you did mention earlier, the mumble rap that people complain about all the time. We don't agree with the complaints, but it is very much the formula as pop
It
music
is,
tends
it
to be.
is, yeah.
And as much as this is catchy, it's not exactly on
No, it's not
formula.
that,
It's
yeah.
still unique enough to be
Yeah.
the Carters. They carved their own sound, which is cool
Yeah.
for a collab.
And
That's
also quite old school in a sense.
Mhm.
It's something you could like influences from the 2000s, from the 90s,
Yeah.
the 80s. So yeah, kind of unique in the landscape we're in now,
Mm.
definitely. Really like the sample on Black Effect as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah,
Really
another
great.
one of those earworms.
Mhm.
Yeah, fantastic track.
Probably my favorite sample in rap since, probably since End of Damn, but 713 has also a hiatus Cody sample, as does
Oh,
In Damn.
Yeah.
But it's actually from the live version of an older song they did called The World It Softly Lulls from their first album.
That's incredible.
And that's such a deep cut,
Yeah.
but it is such an amazing performance that when I heard it on that beat, I got so hyped. I know a friend of ours actually doesn't like the way that they flipped it, who's a big fan of theirs, but I think it works really well, and I think that beat slaps. I think it's really fun.
Yeah, I love it when hip hop producers sort of have that attention to detail. Like that's something not enough of them do. The TDE producers, all of them are very good at
They're
that
up
sort
on
of
that,
thing.
yeah.
So yeah, that's a cool. Tracking down samples is one of our favorite things to do. Like
When you hear that and it
Yeah.
sparks something in your brain, just another level of
Yeah.
enjoyment to the music. Yeah,
and
definitely.
obviously this hit home for you because it's one of your favorite bands. So yeah.
Yeah. And what were you thinking, Jay-Z, Beyonce, who stole the album for you?
Ooh.
Put you on the spot. We didn't talk about this. but
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think I'm gonna go Beyonce. Yeah, I think so. I think I feel her presence a lot more than I do Jay-Z's on this. But having said that, I think they complement each other quite well, as they should.
They definitely do
Yeah.
complement each other really well.
Really well.
They, like, as they haven't done a collab album before, but you can hear that they've, been throwing music back and forth with each
Yeah.
other, influencing each other. I mean, I can imagine they listen to music at homes, they know what each other like.
Absolutely.
And that's a really cool dynamic to be in if you're, like, even closer than, friends who are in a band. Like, very intimate knowledge of each other, and it does show, I think.
And when you have awesome moments like Beyonce ad-libbing Jay-Z, like that's never something I would imagine.
Yeah. I think I have a bit of a gripe with Jay-Z, actually. Some of his flow here was really weird.
Okay.
I sound like, at certain points, he was trying to put 63 syllables in a bar. And he would start off like this, and then he had to put all that stuff at the end. And I got those moments
I know what you mean.
quite a bit too much. I know Jay-Z is notorious for, not writing stuff down. He's up in the booth and just but like, yeah, maybe write some stuff down. But I didn't hate. It's not like any time he did it, it would just turn me off of the song. Yeah, small gripe, but I think that definitely for me as well. Beyonce was a complete highlight.
Yeah.
When the album starts, I was a bit iffy on her delivery of her rapping. Her singing is, of course,
Flawless.
stellar,
Flawless.
unbelievable. So that's really cool, and it is nice to get that higher register on these kind of beats. I mean, we say this all the time, but it's something that you don't get with, some of the biggest rappers now, like Cardi B or your Nicki. They actually have a bit of a low register, just in terms of where they rap and sing at. And Beyonce obviously has all of the registers. She can go from Mars to subatomic. So it's nice to hear that kind of big flighty and also powerful vocals up there, but then also these kind of guttural raw lyrics.
Those are actually the moments of it. Really.
Beyonce rapping about the D. And
Yeah.
it's like, and she's hitting you in your gut, and you're like, woo, get it. That was cool. And it really came together for me on Nice, which is my favorite track of the album. That was stuck in my head forever. Definitely my favorite cut. It just had me. There's a vegan store just down the road, and I swear for an entire week, every time I walked home past it, the guy there was bumping that song. It just seemed to follow me in my head, and I think that's the best quality of this album. It really does get stuck in.
It does.
Yeah.
Most of the tracks do that. That's Pharrell on that beat.
It
as
is.
Well. So I mean, probably the only him and Cool and Dre, probably the only big name producers on this. And
Boy Wonder. Yeah, but then
everyone
otherwise,
else pretty relatively unknown, which is cool. I mean, you'd expect big names to work with big artists, so when it's not the case, and the album still sounds so good, it's great.
Truth. I think one of the funniest, kind of unrelated to the music anecdotes, was that I heard a rumor that Kim and Kanye wanted to get married in the Louvre.
Oh.
And they couldn't. And I don't know if it's true or not, but I just love the idea that they couldn't hold a wedding, a beautiful ceremony in the Louvre. But Jay-Z and Beyonce could go in there and fuck shit up for a music video.
Yeah.
Just because they're Jay-Z and Beyonce, and they even
It's
bring
the
it
most
up.
un Jay-Z and Beyonce song as well. Like.
And that just, for me, really highlights what I love about this album.
Mhm.
And as much as they didn't really address what I was hoping that they would address, because coming off this really real album, and you don't really hear about it much until Love Happy,
Yeah.
where they kind of do speak on it, but almost in a way saying like, hey, we don't owe you anything.
Yeah.
We're fine. We've sorted our stuff out.
True.
We're still great. We got through this, and once again, we're better than everybody in the world.
Yeah.
Eat it.
That's pretty much
The vibe.
the vibe in a
Just
nutshell of this
the
album is that.
Bombastic rebellion against the norm of
Like-
what you would expect when a marriage goes,
Yeah.
through a rocky patch.
Yeah.
And I respect that, just as much as I would have respected just a heartfelt kind of
Yeah.
addressing of the issue. And it's why I think
Yeah.
the album has such a great place for me in like where I'm holding it in my heart.
Okay.
Outside of, because it's not the most amazing,
Mm.
like technically in terms of lyrics or
Yeah.
production or bars, but just for what it is, I think it works so well.
I think after having heard this, I think the album we would have expected, I think it would have been an absolute mess. Like, I can't
Mhm.
imagine, that working out as well as this has.
Yeah.
And no complaints about this album for me. From
Alright.
two artists that I don't necessarily hold,
Mm-hmm.
like towards my favorites. Yeah. So I don't know. I think 7.5 out of 10 for me.
7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, because I really enjoyed it.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Awesome.
So the card is Everything Is Love, 7.3 out of 10. Definitely check this out. Bump it in the whip. It works really well in the car.
It does.
You'll probably
All of it.
hear it out when you're trying to find that special person in the club.
Good luck to you.
Yes, the wrong person, wrong place to find the person. So.
Yeah.
But we've really enjoyed this album. We definitely think you will give it a listen. Let us know what you thought about the album in the comments. Stay tuned for more mediocre reviews. And Everything Is Love.